All right, then, welcome back. This is Business Center right here on Metropole TV. And our question of the day today, we are looking at what name is given to Miraa in English? What name is given to Miraa in English? Continue sending us your comments. We are live on all our digital platforms and we'll read some of your comments as we continue with the show. Before we went for a break, I had told you that we are going to have a guest here today, and he is here. His name is Kimathi Munjuri, and he is the chairperson of Miraa Association of Kenya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you too for having me.
Okay.
The association is called Nyambene Miraa Trade Association. And we are the ones who are looking out for the welfare of all the stakeholders in Kenya. We engage governments and all other entities to ensure that our best interests are taken care of. As of now, I just came from Isiolo, where we were trying some Miraa operation.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it has failed. Again, because of the government of Kenya. So that is the state of our Miraa industry. Okay. Our own government appears to be fighting us.
Okay, I think you've already answered the first question that I had. But now, since the ban of Miraa of exporting Miraa to Somalia last year, how has the market been?
We've been seeking to make it very clear. Miraa is not banned in Somalia. Only flights carrying Miraa are prohibited from Somali airspace. We can go to Somalia, or we can take Miraa to Somalia by any other means. Unfortunately, these means are not very convenient because of the Al-Shabaab. You cannot move by road.
All right.
You have issues in the sea also because of Al-Shabaab. And then many of the places are so far-flung. So we can access a few places. Like the flight I'm talking about, it was supposed to go Djibouti, and then somehow from Djibouti, these people can pick their supplies. So the industry and the business of Miraa, literally what we are seeing is, besides the very small volumes, we have no business internationally. At the farm level, what that implies is that many farmers are no longer able to take care of their farms. For the first time, we are having parents in the Miraa growing zones who are not able to take their children to school because of fees. And you can see this CBC thing and the burdens that it is bringing. We are really having a hard time. The worst is that where other people who are facing our kind of situation get some assistances from the government. We get nothing. We have not gotten nothing in the 2 years that we have not been exporting our Miraa. So we are left on our own. Yes.
On that point of government support, earlier in the year, Trade and Enterprise Development CS Betty Maina said that now we've announced avenues for Miraa produce. Are there any developments on that?
They've done what?
They may announce new avenues.
Avenues, to export Miraa.
Yeah.
Yes. There was a big push by the county government of Meru in conjunction with the Minister of Trade, especially to get us a market in Djibouti. A delegation was sent there. And those people said that they'd want to come and visit Kenya. They haven't come. Actually, what we're looking into is now what foreign affairs and even maybe the CS can do to find out why they've not come, because we were ready and expecting them. For us, I was in that delegation, fortunately.
Okay.
And I can tell you firsthand, there's a big market for Miraa in Djibouti. Actually, one that we might even have to struggle to satisfy. But when it gets to the level of government, why it takes either too long or it somehow the attention or the focus starts getting dispersed, we don't really understand.
And do you have maybe a person who represents you in the government to talk to the government and say, okay, this is what we would like to do, this is how we need to? Do you have someone there?
Let me say, the last time that we met with the CS for Interior, when he was sent to meet us by the President, he also categorically noted that need for somebody, given the big and entwined nature of the Miraa issues. They cut across many ministries. They are also touching on a big chunk of the population. Because it's not only Meru that are touched by the Miraa. Meru as a whole, one part of it is farming food crops, the other one is farming Miraa. These people who farm Miraa are traders. They buy these things. You go out of there, you come to Nairobi, a big chunk of the population of Isili. The other day we were with the Isili business community. They are also crying about. You go to any town, you find that there are people who are affected. So the CS was saying that there is a need to have somebody somewhere in government who can be coordinating all these things. That person has not, we've not been told who it is yet. But as things are, of course we have representatives in government. We have the CS for agriculture. He's a son of our land. Actually, he's a person from our Miraa growing zone. He's supposed to be articulating these issues. We have other high-ranking government officers, including the chief whip himself, who is a Miraa farmer. So it's not that we are not represented at the highest level. Us as an association, we also reach many of these offices. You hear the people we are talking about having been to the highest level of government. The other day we were with in State House with the President. So our issues are in the highest levels of government, but we're not seeing the results that we want. Yes.
Okay, now let's jump into another issue that has brought a lot of talk within the country. And last week, Tuesday, EPRA announced that pump prices for super petrol and diesel and kerosene will increase by 7 shillings, 7.5 shillings, 7.9 shillings, and 12 shillings. Now, let us look at how this will affect the Miraa business in the country.
Let me say that the Miraa business and the Miraa trade itself is it's a motion kind of industry.
Yes.
It relies heavily on movement.
Exactly.
Yeah. The fuel cost touch is our kind of backbone. After harvesting, everything else depends on movement. From the farm, when after picking, you have to load this Miraa into a motorbike or a pro box. That is fuel. The next level is you move that Miraa from maybe Maua to any other place, it's all fuel. You have to move by air, it's fuel. You have to move by boat, it's fuel. And any trader, be it one of one bunch or one of one sack or one of a whole lorry, they rely on this fuel. I'm telling you, we are looking at cumulatively millions in added cost to our businesses. Millions. And how this really these realities kept us is what is making us look like we are fools, because we are aware of that bill of 2018 or something like that. As Kenyans and as Miraa business people, we were not keen enough, and we are now playing surprise, and we don't really know what to do, because we're trying to ask our MPs, how did this pass? We've trying to ask anybody who cares to listen, because we realize now, besides the shrinked markets, now the cost of Miraa has to go up. It's already expensive because we cannot keep our farms, and the few farmers who are able to produce it are producing it at a very high cost, because you have to chance the inputs are very, very, very expensive, and now fuel is here. It is becoming almost impossible to really get people who can afford our Miraa.
Okay, let's dig deeper into this. Now, for example, what are we looking at when we look at the sales with regards to Miraa? Now, for example, like what would someone who sell Miraa do, increase in his sale in order to make sure that they sustain whatever they were getting before the fuel hike?
You're looking at almost, you have to increase by not less than 30%. If you're selling at 1,000, you must sell at 1,300. If you're selling at anything, you are looking to cover this thing. because we are talking about 7%. That is directly loaded on the pump price. But you know, you are buying that, and you as an individual, as maybe me as Kimathi, I'm also affected as part of the bigger population. So all these costs lump onto your only source of revenue, which is Miraa. So besides the 7 or 8% they are loading, or 7 shillings or something, you have to put all the other things together and still load them onto your Miraa, so that you are able to sustain yourself and still recoup the cost of the Miraa. So it's really a big thing, and we have been looking for ways of reducing the cost of our Miraa, because we've had customers who are now having to, if you want to chew one bunch, you cannot afford it. It's almost 10,000 shillings. So you, instead of you taking the bunch you pull, you become many. Where you would have chewed a bunch, you chew only a quarter of it. Because you cannot afford it. So as an association, we've been looking for ways, especially encouraging our farmers to go back to the farms, so that the cost of the Miraa in the market can come down. As you know, now this is not going in tandem with what is happening at the national level. We feel let down. Sincerely speaking, for us, we are not mincing our words. We feel let down by our parliament, and the kind of games now they are playing, they are not helpful at all. Where they are calling these people to go and discuss their own bladders. Why did you let it happen?
And for example, now with the fuel hike, and now the Miraa traders, is there a way that they are maybe they've been advised to just keep the price the same?
The prices of Miraa are not fixed. They are not fixed in any sitting. It's a willing buyer, willing seller. You look at, unfortunately, let me say that Miraa is also highly perishable. You don't really have that leeway of holding it for too long. The other thing is it's a daily kind of activity, where if you don't sell now, there will be fresh Miraa in the morning, and you'll not be very lucky if you are found with what we call bare, the one of yesterday. So it is a very precarious situation, because you have to sell, and still you, with all the other items of costing, besides the danger of you being stuck with it, the danger of not getting the right price, you still have to sell. So it's very pressurizing. It's sometimes you just decide to make a loss. Sometimes you just swallow the bitter pill and say, I'm out of business.
All right, and now, how has Miraa business changed? I cannot go without asking this. How has it changed since the COVID-19 came up to this moment where we are?
The biggest change is the volumes have dwindled. There is literally, looking at the volumes we used to move, and now there is no comparison. Literally, it is almost at a very small percentage. The other changes in the way we live. I said again, we are not able to afford the basics. The way of doing the Miraa business, of course, we don't see the possibility of doing it the way we were doing it before. There is a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of hygiene now, where there is a lot of washing hands and that kind of sensitivity to hygiene. The other thing I can say is, at least it has changed because we are poor. We are not used to we are not accustomed to not having money. It is a strange kind of experience. We don't really know this.
Okay. Yeah. And now, adding to that, let me just ask you this: with the effect on curfew restrictions, because you know, Miraa is, the way you said, it's being transported all over, and it only thrives when it goes to different towns, different cities. How has curfew restrictions affected this?
At inception, when they were starting, we were saying there were issues. There are serious issues because many counties put their own restrictions on us. But that was smoothened, and now Miraa was put properly where it belongs, under category of farm produce. And we move our Miraa without any hindrance at the moment. It did come on a silver platter. We had to go to court. We want to really push government. You remember there's a time where they were banning, putting fire, banning Miraa. But those are things that are now behind us. At the moment, the only tricky bit is you have access, free access to move when you are carrying Miraa. Yeah. As long as you are transporting Miraa,
as an essential service.
Yes, as an essential service.
Okay.
Immediately you offload, you are not covered under essential services anymore.
Okay.
So that's a little bit tricky, but we have kind of worked a formula with the police commissioner that if I can prove, you have that receipt that I was transporting Miraa and I'm on my way back. That at least they understand, but it was a gray area which we needed to smooth. You offload, you are no longer entitled to that privilege.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is there a Miraa value addition chain where the crop can be processed instead of instead of selling the perishable raw produce?
Yes. Yes.
Explain to us.
If you remember, there was a time we were all over the media talking about Miraa cappuccino, drinkable Miraa. Where, we are, as an association, we are also awake to the fact that you, especially people who are in the middle class and the professionals, chewing takes a lot of time, which you don't have. So we came up with a drinkable, where you can Miraa is in a sachet. You just put it there, and like we're talking now, you can just be sipping your Miraa and getting the others and becoming hyper here and everything. But we hit a snag. There was a push and pull between Bureau of Standards, Nakanda, and these poisons something board.
Poison board.
So it has been a back and forth. Nobody wants to take responsibility to give you the permit to value and Miraa. None of them. It's a matter we've picked with the Directorate of Miraa at AFA to reconcile, and even the ministry to try and reconcile who is supposed to support the Miraa value adders. We have seen Miraa wine. So there is a segment of Kenyans, especially the universities and the younger people, who are very keen to satisfy this segment of people who are professionals, who don't have this time, and who don't also enjoy the environments where we chew Miraa. They don't want to come there.
They don't want to be seen.
So they don't want to come in the alleys and all those places. They want to chew Miraa in Intercontinental or those kind of places. We want it to be available there, but we have that gray area which we are in the process of solving.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then, for example, now in countries like Egypt, DRC, Rwanda, where Miraa is legal, is Kenya trying to push its market there for Miraa?
Yes. You remember there was a time we were very eager for Israel market. Israel is the holy land of Christianity.
Yeah.
So everything that comes from Israel is holy. So they also we were looking at very huge volumes because we were not really privy to the particulars of that country. Unfortunately, number one, they only take natural Miraa. Value addition, no, they only accept Miraa in its natural form. If you dry it, by the way, there is also we are drying Miraa because of the shelf life. We are not drying it, dehydrating it. You remove the water. When you want to chew, you just dip it in the water again and take your leaves like they are fresh. So Israel does not accept that. They only take fresh. That has been 3 years. And Israel, being who they are, when they realize that their population also wants to be chewing this, instead of buying from us, they've grown their own, they formed their own Miraa, so that market is no longer there. They are really now having enough supply for themselves. And they've taken that benefit of what comes out of Israel is holy. It's like sacrament.
Yeah.
We really needed to work with Israel because out of Israel, you can go to anywhere in the world. These other places like DRC, where Miraa is seen to be legal, it's work in progress. We are trying to engage whoever. We hear there are people in Kenya who are very close to the leaders in those places, and we are trying to work on that. On that, Tanzania is a big market. Their president was here the other day, to negotiate deals for their people, including maize. And you remember maize was getting stuck at the border,
yes,
and oranges and everything. We felt as an industry, Kenya did not bargain properly, because those are the forums where some of these pullbacks for yourself should be squeezed in. But President Suluhu walks here, smiles, gets everything, and you get nothing. We got nothing out of that deal. You are asking about representatives of the community. We have MP for Yala, nothing featured for us. Right now, we are aware there's a motion in Parliament of Tanzania kufanya Miraa kosa la jinai, capital offense. Possession of Miraa will be a capital offense very soon in Tanzania. But we are raising these issues, and nobody seems to be keen or to act on them. And it is really very, very worrisome for us, because as it is, we are the legal environment for Miraa in Tanzania is hazy. Oh, we have many, especially Meru young people who are in cells in that place, and nobody really seems to look into it, even if we've raised it as an association.
All right, as we finalize, what are some of your recommendations? Because now you must be having recommendations. What are some of your recommendations in order to make sure that all these things that you've put forward are at least solved?
There is a realization that we are waking up to. We are not able to move as either industry or as association at our own level. That is how we have operated. Before Miraa became a cash crop, we were able to sort our things, including with the Somalia. We could go and sit with the president. Literally, that government has been on our payroll. But now they've become hard-headed because they need to talk to government. We were able to deal at one level. Now they have become very hard-headed. So since it is government to government, it is recommendation number one is that we need somebody who can coordinate everything, all the efforts that are being done by government. We have our issues that are cross-cutting from one ministry to the other. How they coordinate ministries, we don't really know, but we find that we are hanging. Where Ministry of Trade has done its bit, Ministry of Foreign Affairs needs to pick up, but that transition doesn't happen. We have issues of interior which are not able to really be picked. The other thing is these gray areas that we are talking about, and we have already raised them with the directorate, especially like value additions and everything, that they be smooth and people start doing their thing. The bitter part of it is that Miraa is not getting the attention that it really deserves. That's the bitter part of it, and we've been told that the foreign currency inflows are affected by our slunken business. If you see the shilling is at almost 113, it's because no Miraa is selling. So we are not being taken seriously vis-a-vis the kind of impact our being dysfunctional has caused. So we need to be, we say government at whatever level needs to take the Miraa business seriously. We can compete favorably with coffee. Coffee cannot earn more than us. And you remember at one time coffee, we are actually, our vision is to replace coffee as a beverage of choice. Beverage of choice. Miraa can be taken by, you go to Yemen, children enjoy their Miraa. They are very clever in school, just like the Merus and Somalis. There was a survey the other day that said that the Somalis and the Merus are the people with the highest mental health. So some of these things are there, and we would want to bring Miraa onto the table and have it get the attention it deserves, starting with Parliament, go to the ministries, go to the counties, and then at the society level. And let me say, the media is giving us a kind of the limelight that we need. It's only that we need to translate this into actions.
All right. Thank you so much. That has been our time. I'm being told to wrap up. Thank you so much, Mr. Kimathi, for coming and sharing with us what your association is all about, what the government needs to do, and what as Kenyans we need to do in order to make sure that we know this Miraa industry in the country.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, right now, we're going to go for a short break, and we'll be back with Innovations, AgriFacts, and I'll read some of your comments as you continue contributing to the show.